Alright guys, I'm gonna go over my trades from today to March 10th. Today was interesting. It was super choppy. So you can see on the 1 minute this is ridiculous, but the thing is, I got an entry up here, I think it was, like right around here on this candle. Took me 3 tries, like the first 2 entries I lost. But the thing is, I was using 1 micro because spread is so high. Like you could see this whole move down was 168 points, and I'm on a 50K, so I really don't need, like, I didn't need to risk more than that. Like, made like 220 on the day. Um, and I mean, the thing is, 5 days of 200 is $1,000, and so it's like if you have a buffer, that's $1,000 payout. So I wasn't risking more than that. But first, I'll kind of explain my bias going into the day, and then I'll kind of show how I got my entry. So seeing this, I was like, okay, we're in this range. So at first, I was like, I kind of want to see us sweep out one of the sides first. But what interested me first was this hour fair value gap above price. So I was like, okay, and like, uh, we weren't in it yet, but I was like, okay, if price like opens up here, I could try to find shorts to these lows, and I really wanted to see this 1400 level get hit. Um, so if we go to market open was here. You can see, and also more importantly, ndog was below. So this is ndog low. So I was like, okay, if we open higher and leave ndog below, I'll try to find shorts. If we open and immediately go lower, try to find longs. That's usually how I find my buys 99% of the day, just off this ndog. So you see 9:30 opens, we shoot up, right? So then I can mark out the top of ndog as well. So you go on regular trading hours and you find this gap. This is usually the draw. This is the first draw where the market goes, I would say 70% of the time. Obviously, sometimes we'll just pump away from it. But most of the times that's the draw. So that was immediately my bias, was just shorts into here, because this was like all LR, but you could see on this leg right here was all just kind of gaps, and this was like a strong like CISD right here. Um, so I was like, okay, if we come up into this area, I think we're probably gonna short out of there. And then also, if I dragged my fib, we immediately manipulated up to 0.79 of the range. And then also, what we had aligned with it was this 15-minute rejection block that swept into this 15-minute fair value gap, 15-minute order block, and swept these lows inside of there. So I was like, okay, this is a pretty good rejection area. We have a rejection block, 0.79 of the range. Uh, what else? We have the CISD, this BPR, and the most important thing is this was a Judas open, and we left this ndog below, and this is a lot. The ndog has LR in it, so I'm like, this is the draw. So I think my first entry was off this rejection of like just this wick down, literally risking $20. But this first entry I shouldn't have taken, honestly. I've noticed you always want to enter off the sweep of like a candle. So I think this was my second entry. That was definitely a bit better because um, we swept this candle high and rejected. So this was definitely a better entry. Got stopped, and then you can see the difference. This actually creates more of like a rejection block form. So then my entry was like right here after the displacement. But looking back, I should like this first entry off this candle was just not good because we don't usually just go straight up and straight down. We're gonna resweep that high. Then the second entry wasn't bad, but because we opened, manipulated lower, then came up, I know that shouldn't have been my entry. But then if you look at this next candle, it just looks more like a rejection block. So I should have entered, just market ordered immediately, and I did. But you can see this next candle dumps. So my fill was right here, and then I think I market ordered with a 20-point stop. Usually I do 15, spreads high, so I do 20. And I literally used 1 micro because all I needed today was to make $200 to secure a payout. So I think, but the thing is, I lost 70 between those two trades. So I needed to make like 280, which was right here. And the thing is, my draw on liquidity were these lows right here, right? So like, was this low? this low, and this low. So I was pretty confident that this level that I needed to get hit, this right here was gonna get hit. So like initially, like I had my like take profit all the way down here, right? Just because I was just gonna see how much volume we came down with, but also I was paying attention to this ndog right here. So I literally ended up there, and I was like, oh wow, we immediately just like pretty much disrespected that fair value. We're gonna dump. And we literally just start chopping, right? So I'm just like, I'm already at break even. I'm like, this is crazy. So you can see that once we fill this ndog, we have a huge push up, and I was like, wow, I'm about to get cooked. Literally, my break even got edged by a point. So literally just like was sitting through this. And you see 830 ended up having, let me move this. 830 got respected, which I was like, come on. That was annoying. And then interesting enough, you can see 930 here. 930 actually became a 5-minute order block. You can see on these two bearish candles, we broke below. Let me just delete this. So my entry was like up here. So we broke below this 5-minute bullish candle. So then this became an order block. Delete that as well. This became an order block. So when I saw that we had a 930 order block, so like that's like my mechanical entries, an order block with a CE or order block with a key open. But the thing is, when spread is high, I don't limit, and also 930 levels I just don't limit. I market ordered. So I added to my position right here, like probably right here. So then that brought my like entry, because my original entry was up here, and then I added right here. It brought my entry to like right here. So I was just at break even already right here. And then since I had 4 contracts to make my $200, I just needed like right here. And then you could see we just flushed down, and then my second contract got stopped in profit like right here. But pretty much like I had no risk on the table. I lost 70 up here, re-entered again, was risking literally $80, and then literally just wrote it all the way down here, added to my position right here, off 930 in an order block, and just ate. But today was tricky. But the thing is, if you just understand that what happened, like just what a Judas swing is, like if market opens up and we leave this ndog, all you got to do is just find some sort of entry towards this. Like even if you took, like, this chop was just unfortunate. Like even if you took this inversion, you know, your stop realistically you'd want it to be up here. Like realistically, like even if you took that and targeted this low, like it would have worked. It would have just been brutal, right? Like it would have been, wow, you literally would have, your stop would have got edged. But you know, like realistically you would have been trailing and stuff. But so it's like this 1-minute inversion worked. But you know, if you understand like, oh, we're an OT of the range, oh, we create a 1-minute rejection block, oh, 15-minute order block, it's like, bro, you can just market order here, you know what I mean? Like you see this volume, and then your RR is so much better. But once I saw that we inversed this 1-minute fair value gap, I was like, oh, this is gonna go. But we just ended up dumping. But yeah, that's kind of like my 2 models that I've been using is like, oh, key opens, which would be right here, key opens and order blocks. Like this was honestly pretty fire, 15-point stop. You know, you could have targeted that. Like that was pretty clean. Like that was where I added. And then obviously new day opening gap and Judas swing is my second model pretty much. And that obviously banged. And I kind of just used both of them today. But yeah, those were my 2 trades today. With all the news and spread, been using low risk. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Stoked how I traded today. Wouldn't really have done anything differently, honestly. I think my first 2 entries here, I could have waited. I could have waited to just see volume kick in. You know, got an entry like right here. But it's like, bro, I was using 1 micro. I lost $70 on 2 entries, and then this whole trade ate it up. So, yeah, that's the trade recap for today. So, yeah, have a good one.